good? You. Man, as y'all can tell, we got another reaction video for y'all boys. And as y'all can see from the title, this Victor Wembanyama situation is wild. Now, I'm not going to lie. I just recently became a fan of Victor Wembanyama. I really didn't watch the Spurs like that. I watched some of his highlights. And that boy, he might change the game. I'm not going to lie. He looking kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I cannot lie to you. He blocking shots and his elbows on the rim. He doing crazy stuff. I'm probably going to link my reaction vid to Wembanyama in this video at the end, so y'all boys stay tuned to that. But hopefully this video here give me some information, you feel me? I know the Spurs got a high draft pick, so hopefully they give me some insight on who they might be looking at and stuff like that. Y'all boys go lock in with AM Hoops. He posts bangers. As y'all can see, we finna get into one right now. But before we get into the video, go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notification, and let's get straight into the video.
The Mavs helped young star Luka by trading for Kyrie. The Suns tried to help Devin Booker getting Kevin Durant. The Spurs had made one blockbuster trade for a star.
Let's get into it.
Got 21-year-old George Gervin, became a superstar. Since then, nothing. Oh, they dealt George Hill for Kawhi on draft night. No one knew Kawhi was that good. Then they traded away Kawhi, but this ain't what they do. Until now. ESPN's Jonathan Givony is plugged in.
Let's get into it.
They're not looking to make this a 2 to 3 year process. They want to be competitive next year, possibly exploring the trade of packaging the 4th and 8th pick, maybe to move up to number 1. What? Why so aggressive? Because Victor Wembanyama is different.
Yeah.
Normal idea for a rebuild is like 4 to 5 years of patience. Vic ain't
that
normal.
boy ready right now.
OKC took 4 years after getting SGA. Stockpiled a ton of draft picks. For what? Now they have their core and a ton of picks. No, the Spurs plan for Wemby ain't OKC. It's the Celtics, Mavericks, Pacers, and Timberwolves. This year's conference finals. And when you look...
I'm not going to lie. They in the West, ain't it? I don't know. Rebuild, bro, the West is only getting better, my boy. You just seen what Minnesota did. You feel what I'm saying? The Lakers only going to get better next year. LeBron only got a few years left. Dallas ain't going nowhere. The East, if they was on the East, they probably had a better chance, but the West is scary, my boy. To get ready next year, I don't really know who you would pick up like that. Trae Young, maybe? If you're trying to get the number 1 pick, I would either say you go that boy from France, that Scar dude, but you already got a center, though. What's the point of, because he projected number 1, what's the point of that? Maybe the 2 Twin Towers? Hey. Let me know something I don't know, my boy. Proceed.
At their starting lineups, over half the players were acquired in a trade. And these aren't small trades either.
That's decent, though.
A combined 18 All-Star games, 10 All-NBA, 14 All-Defense. If you want to contend like Givony says they do, they need a big trade. It's how championships are won. Last year, the Nuggets had Aaron Gordon. The Dubs got Andrew Wiggins. The Bucks traded for Chris Middleton. Lakers AD, Raptors Kawhi. Point is, SA is about to change how they do business. Why? Well, normally, guys aren't ready to win until they're mid-20s.
He ready to win now.
27. Steph and Giannis were 26. Shouldn't
that boy different? Wembanyama is different.
20-year-old Wemby. Even Hall of Fame NBA players were doubting if he could translate to the NBA this quick.
He's elite, hell of a talent. But some of the shit that I seen, we're not letting him do that in the NBA.
But you're not just dribbling it through me like the Harlem.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that wasn't Draymond Green. And those guys were
Brook Lopez, Damian Lillard. Go sit it down, my boy. I'm a chicken wrap behind the back, Damian Lillard. Brook Lopez, I'm going to look you in your eye while I tomahawk this like this. Boom! I'm a booming on you. I got to watch that again. I ain't finna just skip past that, my boy. Like, he ain't just chicken wrap Damian Lillard and have Brook Lopez on a poster. Hang it up, actually. Yeah, You see Brook Lopez? Over with, my boy. Knock it off. It's time to unlace your shoes. It's time to retire, Brook. You feel what I'm saying? You had a good run.
Okay, that wasn't Draymond Green.
You had a good
Those
run,
guys
Brook.
were
It's
actually
G's,
kinda
though.
right at first.
You
The
are no
Spurs
longer
lost
hanging with these
15
young
games
bucks.
in a
It's
row.
G's.
So Pop moved him from forward to center, which unlocked the Wemby experience. It was
Boom,
December
boy.
8th against the Bucks. The alien versus the freak. Wemby stole the ball and dribbled behind his back for an and one.
Yeah.
Tossed himself an alley-oop, then blocked Giannis like they're on a
Give me that
playground.
sh-
The position
Boy.
switch changed everything, and he went on a tear. That triple-double
Boy.
with blocks against the Raptors.
Give me that
Or
sh-
making Derek White look like
Are y'all seeing this? Oh, my God. Okay.
a child. But the biggest memory for a lot of people is the second to last game of the year.
Give me that,
the
boy.
Spurs had basically nothing to play for. The Nuggets could lock up the number
And they
one
smacked
seed.
the Nuggets.
Sure
I
enough,
remember
they
that.
led
I
by
remember that.
21 points in the third quarter. But when
Yami
he took over,
out there.
he scored 17 points in under 3 minutes, capped by a transition three from
Come
the
here,
logo
three
at
ball.
7'4". The Spurs won on a Devontae Graham floater, but Wemby affected the playoffs without even making it.
Give me that.
Chris Paul explained how the OGs feel about Wemby now.
Wemby is
Boy.
different. Wemby is the guy that after the game in the locker room, we all was talking about playing against him because we literally all had to change the way we shot a little bit.
Yeah, because there's highlights of like Steph Curry driving into the lane, having a wide open shot, and being like, nah.
It wasn't just Steph. It was
Yeah.
half
Crazy.
Dude might be a gigantic nerd. Literally. He was just caught in a local comic book shop buying Pokemon cards. No shame. But if Wemby is as good as people say he is on a rookie contract,
No, I'm not finna keep. No, he's like that, bro. Okay, get him some pieces right. No, he is ready to go, my boy. You feel what I'm saying? He is locked and loaded. He got his bags packed. He's ready to go to the championship. Get some pieces around him right now, bro. Get like a Trey Young. Get another piece in the draft. You might got something brewing. I'm not gonna lie, cause what I'm seeing on the screen, right? Y'all seeing? Are y'all seeing? Are y'all right there? Hold on, right there? Huh? Are y'all seeing what's going on right there at the rim? Like LeBron? I seen enough, my boy. I seen enough, my boy.
is a cheat code in today's NBA. The new CBA makes it impossible for old school super teams. Back in 08, the Celtics added KG and Ray Allen to Paul Pierce and won a chip, so everyone copied them. The Miami Big Three. KD to the Warriors. Even failed super teams like OKC having PG.
Now it's really
and
like the
Miller, or
big two.
Brooklyn Nets disaster.
And a whole
But
bunch of good
now,
role
that
pieces.
blueprint sucks. Just go ask the Clippers or the Suns how the old school super team thing works. But if your best player only makes $12 million a year, oh, you can build a super team around that.
Heck yeah.
So the Spurs have a short 2 to 3 window to build now. Then they can reconfigure when Wemby gets expensive. So what are they going to do? Well, we've got that rumor about trading up for the number 1 pick, and I want to dissect that. But
You
what do
get
the
that
Spurs
boy
actually
from
need?
France is
Well, they
G's.
had a top 10 defense with Vic at center, but the offense was horrible. 28th in three-point shooting with no elite point guard. The biggest rumor is
no elite
Darius
point guard.
Garland. Official odds say the Spurs are a massive favorite to land.
I like that. I
over
like
the
that.
Lakers, Pelicans, and Jazz. Everyone's untouchable except for Vic and Devin Vassell. But it all hinges.
And they said
on
their
what
whole
Donovan
team can
Mitchell
go.
decides
Boy, get
to
him up
do.
out of there.
The Cavs want to convince Spider to stay, and Shams says, should Mitchell decide to stay long term, Garland's reps would have a conversation with Cavs officials on potentially finding a new home. The Spurs are very interested, but is Garland worth it? I mean, he's pretty small defensively.
I also heard that if Darius Garland stays on the Cavs, then Donovan Mitchell is gone. If Donovan Mitchell stays on the Cavs, then Darius Garland is gone. I heard them boys really be bumping heads. They don't really rock with each other vibes like that. I heard there's some beef going on in Cleveland. Is there some truth behind it? I heard it from some credible sources. Woj. Shout out my dog. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Proceed.
But on offense, he was an all-star before Mitchell got on
Woo!
his team. Garland
Putting
is
up
so
21?
much better as
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
lone point guard.
How many putting
the
up?
Spurs think
18?
he can bounce
Okay.
back. About Trae Young, tons of rumors about him. Well,
I just said
any
it.
Spurs plans to bring Young to San Antonio have been vastly overstated. The Spurs sources
Dang.
have expressed little interest in obtaining Young, and it makes sense. His defense is even worse, and he doesn't exactly respond well to tough coaching, Greg Popovich. Another rumor is actually Chris Paul. Seriously, the Lakers and Spurs are frontrunners to land him. But
don't
before
really
we
like
get
Chris
to
Paul,
this
but hey,
number one
he's
pick
old.
rumor, what would the trade
I don't really
for
like that
actually
one.
look like? Well, the Cavaliers want win-now players in return. Their window is open, but SA doesn't have great vets, so it'd have to be a three-team deal. The Spurs get Garland, the Cavs get Lauri Markkanen, the Jazz get Keldon Johnson, Malachi Branham, and 2 top 10 picks. The Cavs need a stretch 4, and there ain't many better than Markkanen. Now,
Dang, so we get DG. Is DG, he is a true number 1, but is he the number 1 that you want with Wemby? He got a tiny little defensive bag. You see what I'm saying? He don't really get in his defensive bag, but you don't really need too much defense when I got 7'5" behind me. It really don't matter. You see what I'm saying? But hey, that's why I didn't like Trae Young not having defense. He got defense. He got a bag behind me, so I don't really need that much defense. But hey, I don't know.
I know he was in Cleveland recently, but he's broken out since then as an all-star. The Jazz want a ton back, and this package boosts their rebuild, which means
Yeah,
the
you
Spurs
is
can
getting rid of
also
2 players.
do Markkanen for that package. In
Ooh.
fact, betting odds have SA as the number 1 spot to land him too. But what about trading for that number 1 pick?
Lay Markkanen and
To
him?
hear this rumor, because SA has number 4, which means that the guy that they
Facts.
really want gets taken in the top
Rob
3.
Dillingham.
So who's
I'm
that?
taking Rob, bro.
The consensus top 3 are Zachary Rizachet, Alex Sarr, and Reed Shepard. I think the Spurs would.
Why they sleeping on Rob,
to
bro?
get Rizachet. He is a 6'9" fellow Frenchman with Wemby.
Mm.
He can shoot the ball from 3. A good defender on and off the ball with athleticism.
And he played together with him before?
Making, which means they do have to get that point guard. But a big 3 and D wing who doesn't even need the ball, that is a perfect complement for Wembanyama. But Trae Young is going to go somewhere. Adrian Wojnarowski even said the trade talk is legit after the Hawks got the number 1 pick. And it makes sense. You take number 1 and get a new face of the franchise.
Facts.
Where would Trae actually go? I did a deep dive on the situation.
If y'all boys want to go see where Trae Young actually gonna go check out my dog page at AM Hoops. You feel what I'm saying? You seen this video as a banger. What you think that one gonna be? Knock it off. Stop playing with him. But hey, this is gonna conclude today's video, man. I like what I saw. You see what I'm saying? The Spurs is gonna have a decent team in the coming future. It's gonna be kind of hard playing in the West, but when you got Wembanyama, you can add pieces around them. I think anything is possible. You see what I'm saying? He might be the 3rd best big man in the league in about like 1 or 2 years, because Embiid ain't going nowhere and Joker damn sure ain't going nowhere. So if he can beat those 2 boys out, and you see what they do with their teams every year, they're number 1 seed. So stop playing with them, boy. I think the Spurs looking good. But with that being said, this is going to conclude today's video. And I'm out. Hey!